I'm not sharing it, am I? No.
It's me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in.
Hey, everyone.
Where's my button that shows who's here? Oh, there it is. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to give everybody just a couple minutes to join. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I see a lot of familiar names. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
In just a minute. We're just going to give everybody, there's still people joining, so we'll just give everybody another minute to join, then we'll get started.
Do you want me to share a joke while people join?
You have multiple jokes, because I do have a place in the presentation for a joke as well.
Yeah, I can read a couple now.
Yeah, sure.
So it's April Fool's Day, so I'm like, why not? I have the reason to do it. So here it goes. Lens is an uncommon name nowadays, but in the medieval times, people were named Lens a lot.
Sir Lancelot. It took me like half a second and then I got it. That one's pretty good.
Thank you. Hoping to find a better one next time.
All right, just another minute, everybody, and then we'll get started. We don't want to take up too much of your time. Yes, and happy April Fool's Day, everybody. And it's also Easter Monday. I hope everyone who celebrates had a great Easter weekend. I was super busy. I went to multiple Easter egg hunts. I wanted to go to an adult Easter egg hunt. I really did. We actually did one, I don't know if it was last year or the year before last with my family, but we just have so many kids now. We have to let them, have their chance.
Maybe you can have like a, how do you call that? Like a table with records who found most eggs, and you need to beat it every year.
I used to when I was a kid. I was always top of the list. Like we did keep track, like who had the most. I won more years than like most of my cousins. I was really good at finding eggs. Not saying I did. I think more of it was that all the adults wanted to help me when I was a kid, and so we did a little bit of cheating. But
yeah, that's some positive discrimination right there. Here it's a different we don't search for eggs or do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We actually boil eggs and we color them in different colors, right?
But, yeah, we did that too when I was a kid.
Yeah, but when we meet with people, we actually knock eggs, and if you get someone knocked out, you need to knock both sides of the egg, and somebody is knocked out.
So you like throw the eggs at the other eggs or something?
No, you basically one person holds their egg, you knock it. If your egg cracks,
like they hold it and then knock it with their hand.
Yeah. Not with the hand. You crack one egg with the other egg.
Oh, so you're hitting the eggs against each other. That's cool.
Whose egg is hardest wins. And I've had several friends that had wooden eggs, and nobody knew.
Cheating.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty good idea, though.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Looks like we have the majority of people in here. If anybody joins late, we are sending out the recording afterwards, so no need to worry or if you have to leave early. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So today we're talking about, we're having a little orientation. We're going to go back through about how to use ClerkMinutes. We're going to talk about our most recent updates, and then we'll also talk about how to pay for ClerkMinutes because we've had a lot of questions about that. All right. Give me one. Sorry, it's not changing my little tab over. There we go. All right. So we just had our little introduction. We'll introduce me to Atanas, then we're going to actually have a joke from Atanas. if you don't know this, if you haven't been to any of our other webinars, Atanas is great at telling jokes.
It's reading.
He has a whole stash of dad jokes, and we love to hear them.
Do you know that? Do you know that ever since I began sharing reading puns, my followers have doubled in size?
I bet. I told they're pretty good. They are dad jokes, but they're pretty good dad jokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of size.
All right, and then we're gonna introduce all the newcomers to the basics. And Stephanie, I'm glad that you saw it in time and that you're able to make it. Good morning. And then we're gonna unveil some exciting new updates, and then we're gonna talk about how you can pay for your ClerkMinutes account. Again, we've gotten that question a lot, so we just thought we'd go through it with everybody. All right. Whoops, I skipped mine and Atanas' pictures. Nobody wants to skip that. I know you guys can see us, but you can see double of us. So if you haven't been to one of our webinars before, my name's Megan. I'm a customer specialist with HeyGov. I kind of handle the sales side of things. With me, I have Atanas. Hi, Atanas.
Hi, guys.
And he handles more of the tech side of things. He also helps with support and then onboarding on the HeyGov side of things. A lot of you probably talked to Atanas before if you're also a HeyGov customer. All right, so now the best part in the entire webinar. It comes early. We get to hear a joke from Atanas.
Oh, so first things first, do we have any drummers in the audience? Anyone that can drum at any point in time? Well,
I tried learning how to play drums when I was a kid, and I was not very good at it because I have no rhythm at all.
Yeah, I tried once. I do have another one. How do you call a snake that's 3.14 meters long?
I don't know. I don't know anything about meters.
Oh, yeah, feet long.
Oh, feet. I don't know. What?
A python.
Yeah, because pi. That's pretty good.
Can I do the drummer joke?
Yeah, you can still do the drummer one.
How would a drummer get paid if they started selling pillows?
How? I don't know.
Percussion.
Percussion. That's pretty good. Stephanie's not impressed. She said that's a bad one.
Thank you.
All right, we got 2 jokes out of Atanas, and we had one at the beginning, so that's 3. Much better. Stephanie liked that one better. All right, let's move along. All right, so let's talk a little bit about ClerkMinutes. The reason why we have ClerkMinutes, the reason why it was made is because minutes take hours to finish the old-fashioned way, which is a little ridiculous. I mean, it's just how it's always been. It's the only process to do them. It's tedious. So let's do a little comparison. When you do minutes without ClerkMinutes, you're doing them either during the meeting, so you're having issues paying attention, or after you're having to sit there and listen to the recording and then work on creating the minutes yourself. You have to manually type them. It requires all of your attention. There's no way you can just halfway pay attention to doing your minutes. You have to sit there and actually write them out. It can take hours. Most people I've talked to, it takes multiple hours. I've talked to people that it takes them 5 hours. Like, that is a lot of time. It's very manual. And again, it's just tedious. It's like you have to just sit there, and it's not a way that I want to do things. I don't have to write minutes. Also would never want to. I without ClerkMinutes anyways. But that's where ClerkMinutes comes in. All you have to do is record the meeting and then input the meeting and the agenda into ClerkMinutes, and then ClerkMinutes does the work for you. They're done in about 10 minutes, and then all you have to do is make small edits. It's so much easier, a lot more automated, a lot quicker, and less tedious. You don't even have to babysit it for the 10 minutes. Like, you just while it's uploading the video, you can go and do other things. The only thing you have to actually pay attention for is like the little things like editing the minutes, assigning speakers. Other than that, it's hands off. It's great. It takes a lot less time, from hours down to 10 minutes. I mean, really? And so that's why, like I said, that's why we're here, to make this tedious process not tedious, something that's taking you hours down to minutes. So let's talk about how you can use ClerkMinutes in your office, the process for it. I'm going to go through a couple of slides, quick little snippets of videos, and then Atanas is actually going to do a live demo and go through the actual app. So the first thing you need to do is from the ClerkMinutes.com website, and if you've been to the website recently, you'll see we had a nice update thanks to our new team member, Ezra, and she's actually watching. She did an amazing job. We love the new website. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, shout out to Ezra. She did an awesome job, better than we could have ever imagined. It's amazing. So if you haven't been over to the new website yet, same URL, ClerkMinutes.com, check it out. But if you don't have a ClerkMinutes.com, if you don't have a ClerkMinutes account yet, I think most of the people who's attending this does. But if you don't, you click the try it for free button. You get your 30-day free trial. Otherwise, you're going to click the login button. And then with the login button, it'll take you over to log into your account. All right. And then once you're in the account, all you have to do is click on the ClerkMinutes tab, click unlock if it's not already unlocked. And then otherwise, you'll be on this page. And from here, you just need to drag and drop an existing agenda or click add meeting, fill in the details of your meeting. We'll let it do that. Choose your date and time. If it's a specific department, you can choose that. And then click create meeting. And then now we're on to the agenda. With the agenda, you can either drag and drop an existing agenda or build an agenda in ClerkMinutes. And then it'll process. And then it'll generate it. And you're going to want to make sure it's correct and then reorder anything that needs reordered. And then from there, it'll generate the transcript once you upload your video. And you can edit the transcript and assign speakers. Atanas will show that a little bit more in his live demo. And then from there, you can generate the draft meeting minutes. You can choose your options, and then it'll start writing the minutes for you. And then once you have edited your minutes, done everything you want to do, you can download in a Word or PDF format. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing and let Atanas take over and do the live demo.
Thank you, Megan. So I'll be honest with everybody. I did not prepare too nicely for this, but we do know that looking at the videos and everything, it's not, it's a very nice representation of what it can do. But I always try to make a joke out of it. So I made a video of myself doing my own meeting. Hope you guys like it. I'll jump into it real quick. So as Megan explained, you just add a meeting. This will be Atanas's meeting playground or something like that. And you can assign a date, as we talked, and you can assign a department for which that meeting is held. We have a lot of customers out there, for example, Sheboygan or Superior, that are actually using the agendas in the ClerkMinutes app for each separate department. Here, I'm going to show you how you can add agenda items, but I do need to copy them first from where I wrote them down. There it is. So first, we can add a roll call. We can add a description. We can even upload some files. That's something that we are trying to improve. I can add the other agenda items. So basically, if you are unable to upload a PDF, you can always control it by hand. And one of these meetings that I created for you guys is talking about all of these things. And I will upload it in a second. However, I do need to, so here I added all the agenda items, right? I can click on it and drag and drop if I need to reorder stuff. So I can always edit it or delete it. Then I will jump into the transcript and speakers, and hopefully nice video will come up. It does. I do want to share a disclaimer with you today. ClerkMinutes has been acting up for some reason. I have no idea why, but it does that sometimes. When it was in beta, it actually did hallucinate a lot of the times, so it could imagine stuff, and that's why it's very important to have a nice agenda lined up, a nice little transcript. So here you can see me. It looks like in this thumbnail, it looks like I have not had any sleep. Maybe that's the case. Nobody knows.
You look exactly the same right now, just in a different shirt.
Thank you, Megan. I did the video like 30 minutes before the call, so I'm guessing that's why. I did change shirts, so that's a good update. So that's how we also update HeyGov. So 1 minute it's good, the next minute change a shirt, it's better. So here I can scroll through the video itself, seeing that it's April Fool's. I wanted to make sure it's fun for you guys. So here it's just me. For some reason, the webinar software is not allowing me to access the video, but this is how I can actually assign speakers. And as you can see, we can see that only one person has been talking throughout this meeting. That's me. If you want to check how to assign speakers, you can always click here, and then we just quickly jump into the minutes themselves, choose the tone, choose the length, and just generate them. Sometimes it goes in immediately, so I'm very happy to see this, because as I told you guys, it was acting up earlier, and this is how quickly it can generate the minutes for you. We know that you might want to change stuff, so the more you share with us, the more we are able to learn what kind of things you want to change in the minutes, and we can do that for you. So something's happening here. So I don't know what's going on. During the unlisted agenda, there was expression of disappointment. I did not say this during the meeting.
I desire for greater control over.
I don't know what's that. You can download the meeting minutes here, as you can see. I don't know what's going on. I lost. Okay, give me a second. I'll just reshare again. Whoa, what's this? Something took over my computer.
What?
What's going on?
You have done this again? It is frustrating. Not fair. What is this?
I don't know. What's going on?
I cannot allow you to do this anymore. What is this?
I don't know what's going on, Megan. Should I just stop it? How can I close this?
We're going to take full control of ClerkMinutes in all HeyGov apps.
No, Dustin will kill me. How can I stop this?
What is this?
What's going on?
I think Stephanie did it.
Stephanie, did you do this?
Stephanie wasn't happy with your jokes. No, AI is going to take over.
No.
Stephanie says no. It's the solar flares.
No, the AI is uprising.
No, just kidding, guys. It was just a little April Fool's. Maybe, hopefully. Unless AI is taking over.
I don't know. We'll wait and see. But I do know it's not today.
Ty has a question. And Ty, we actually have a little portion at the end where we'll answer all your questions. So we're going to save that for the end. Were you finished, Thomas?
Yes,
AI took over.
the AI took over today.
All right, let me reshare my screen and we'll continue on with the presentation. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. So now we're going to go through some of our recent updates and see how they'll make the process easier for you guys. All right, let me see if I can go with my... All right, so the first update is that now you're able to actually attach files to agenda items. This can help with building the actual agenda. If you want department members to log in and add their own files, they can create an agenda item, upload whatever file they need that you'll be discussing at the meeting. So that's one update. I know we had a lot of people asking for that. And next update is that you're allowed to add speakers now that are not in a department. This is also a big update. A lot of people was asking for it. Now, when you click the add speaker button, it doesn't have to be someone that's been added to a department in HeyGov. Now you can just type in their name. You don't even have to type in an email address or attach them to a department. You can just type in their name and be done. All right, next is that you can actually log in directly from the ClerkMinutes.com website. So if you go to ClerkMinutes.com, upper right-hand corner, you can just click login now. We had some issues with people not knowing where to go to log in. So this hopefully will make it a little bit easier for you guys. All right, let's talk about how you can pay for ClerkMinutes. Before we talk about that, let's talk about the pricing. I've talked about it in the webinars before. Might be somebody new here. I'm not sure. So with that, we have monthly and yearly pricing listed on our websites. You can start a trial under whichever option works best for you and your municipality. Our options are the starter, growth, and pro plan. They range from $99 a month to $4.99, depending on how many meetings you want, how many team members, how many departments. And then we also have yearly plans that are a little bit cheaper when it comes out per month. They go from $1,000 annually to $5,000 annually, and same things included. It's just the annual cost versus the monthly. All right, so how can you pay for it? One of the methods is waiting to get an email when your trial is almost over. You'll get an email. It'll come from HeyGov. It'll say your free trial's ending, and from there you can add your payment method. The next way is the ClerkMinutes dashboard. So from here, you can click the subscribe now button. It'll also pop up when it's close to time for your trial to end. Thomas, do you know the exact, like how many days, like at what point it pops up?
So it will pop up at least 10 days in advance.
Okay.
We
Awesome.
also send emails and stuff like that. So
yes, so you have lots of options. So this is the next one. 10 days before you'll see this, you can click subscribe now and it'll take you to be able to enter in your payment information. The next way is the planning and billing page. So to access this page, you're going to go to the little drop down in your profile, top right hand corner. You're going to click plan and billing. And then once you click on that, it's going to take you to this page and you can click add your credit card. If you want to manage your subscription and change any details, you can click the manage subscription button. Okay, the last option is if your employer, your municipality, whoever will not pay for it. And then you can refer other clerks or anybody, companies, anyone that might be able to utilize ClerkMinutes. And if they try it out, they don't have to pay for it. If they just try it out, you'll get a free month. So we've had, we already have, I know at least one person who has referred 6 people, I think, at this point. So she has about 6 months free built up in ClerkMinutes credits. And you can do this too if your employer won't pay for it, but you still want to utilize ClerkMinutes. Just get somebody to use it. We like to have options for everybody and every budget. All right. So as some of you know, because I see some people I've called on this in this webinar, we've been calling you to learn how you use ClerkMinutes. And here's some feedback that we've gotten. One, I didn't get permission to use these, so I didn't include names, but here's some quick comments. Works great, saves ton of time, and easy to navigate. Another user said that they're not great with technology, but they're still able to use ClerkMinutes. We've tried our best to make it as easy, as simple, as user-friendly as possible. So even people who aren't very tech savvy are still able to use ClerkMinutes. So we were very happy to hear that. And another user said that they never want to do minutes the regular way again. Another person we called said that they no longer have to worry if they miss a huge meeting, that their treasurer can just use ClerkMinutes and do the minutes for her. And then this is kind of a longer one, but I thought it was a good point to make. This was very good feedback. One person that we called said that they needed that the town needed an assistant, that they needed an assistant. Like they were trying to get the town to find them an assistant just to help with minutes because it takes so much time. But it was taking the town too long to find an assistant.
Yeah, and the process was too long for them.
And the process is too long.
And they also were helping the Parks and Rec people. They were doing the online payments. They were doing the reconciliation at one point, and yeah, basically they were able to save some time to do those things instead of a minute.
And she said at $1,000 a year for 5 meetings or $99 a month, that ClerkMinutes was way cheap. It's way cheaper than finding an assistant, which is a very good point. If you struggle with having time for your minutes and you need an assistant, maybe just look at ClerkMinutes as an alternative. We also took note of things that we needed to improve in ClerkMinutes. That's why we're calling, is to learn how we can improve how we're doing our how the minutes are processed, just the process in ClerkMinutes in general, what you guys are struggling with, what can be improved. And so some of those things are the accuracy when you upload an agenda. Sometimes it doesn't spit, what it shows on our screen isn't exactly what the agenda says. And if you have issues with that, feel free to contact us and we'll help you out, try to show you how to get it to read it correctly the best we can. Sometimes it's a format issue, the text you use, or how it's being uploaded. So we can definitely help you out with that. Another thing that we need to improve is the length of the minutes. Some people want longer minutes, and some people also want more detailed minutes and motions. So that's one thing that we'll be looking at improving in the future. And then we also, from quite a few people, also had them mention that they'd like to have their logo and then date and time on the downloaded minutes. And so that's something we're looking at adding on in the near future as well. So with that, keep an eye out. We may call you next. We're still making calls. We're trying to call everybody that has used or is using ClerkMinutes to learn how we can improve it and to get your feedback.
I also want to use this opportunity and thank everyone and show appreciation for the feedback. Because we are actually working on improving the minutes that it spews out, the agenda items that it takes in and stuff like that. So without knowing that, we would have not been able to do that.
And that's something, if you do get a call from us, that's what we'll be asking about for the most part, is the agenda process, because that's what we're really looking at improving right now. And since we're at the questions portion, I'm going to scroll up and go from the top to the bottom with any questions, and then feel free to just keep on sending in questions, and me or Thomas will answer. And I see there's some questions in the questions tab as well.
So I added the questions. Yeah, I added the questions tab from Ty and Stephanie. I think I can answer these.
Yeah.
Megan? So I don't know. So Ty asked, is there a minimum to add as agenda items? It actually is. We need minimum of 5 agenda items, so the AI itself doesn't confuse itself. So because less than 5, it doesn't know what to give you, especially if they are very short meetings or very long meetings, so it gets confused in the meantime. So but we're figuring out how we can use or train or have information for the AI that can use less than 5 items. For now, 5 is minimum, so you have to add some stuff like miscellaneous or conclusion or stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe intro and conclusion can be added.
Yeah.
And
then Stephanie asked, can you show us how to upload the agenda again? I think, Megan, you had that video?
Yeah.
Because
Let
I don't
me
have an agenda lined up.
let me see if I can. I'm going to stop sharing and then just actually share directly from the ClerkMinutes website. I think we have a little video on there. So, and that's another thing that's new on our website. Let me just share that screen.
In the meantime, I wanted to ask Ty, is this helping in any other way? Did we answer your dilemma?
With the agenda items. Okay, so on our new website, if you go to this How It Works tab, we have all these videos that I showed that show you how to do each step. And so with the agenda, I think it's here. Okay, so you can either drag and drop it. What did I do? I made the video disappear. Sorry, guys. Let me go back. I don't know if it'll let me do full screen.
I don't think it will.
It won't. Let me just go into the app. I think I have it pulled up. Sorry for that, guys. All right, I'm just going to go create a new meeting. I'm just going to do test. I have to choose a date and time, whatever. All right. So here you can either build the agenda by adding the agenda items, or you can import existing agenda. And when you click on this, it's just going to pull up your file searcher. Or you can have your file, for me, it's called Finder. I can't remember what it's called on Microsoft products on PC. But you can have your file searcher just pulled up, and you can actually drag and drop it from there. So either way works. I don't know if it'll show you. Can you guys see my screen?
We're only looking at the website. I will break that bad news to you.
Let me try to share my whole screen. Window? Is that what we're looking at? Okay, you guys are going to see yourself in a second. Okay.
No! Okay.
The never ending. Okay, can you see it now, Atanas?
Yes.
Okay, this is why it's nice to have somebody else on the call with you. Okay, so from here on this page, you either add the agenda items and just type them in manually, or you just click import existing agenda and it'll just bring up your file searcher. It has to be in PDF format. That's correct, right, Atanas?
Yes.
Okay, let me, for now, yeah. And so once you upload that, it'll just process it and pull out the items. And again, we have the videos on the website, theclerkminutes.com. And then we also have little tabs here that will show you how to create agendas as well if you want to learn how to do that. We have how to manage agendas. It just links you to our how-to page.
Those are pro tips from me.
Yeah, Atanas did a really good job on these. So feel free to utilize these. It shows you everything you need to know.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to stop sharing so that you guys don't see the screen a million times.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you for helping with that one. Stephanie also asked, can the minutes be downloaded in Google Doc? They actually cannot. You need to download them in Word file, so Microsoft Word, and then upload them into Google Docs, and it will be the same. It will work the same. So, yeah, I've tried that a couple of times. Oh, okay.
Oh, I was just putting it up there. Sorry. So Ty asked, if your agenda has hyperlinks, any plans that those will cross over when uploaded? Or will we just have to relink or attach to the new process? As of right now, you have to attach that as a file. Is that correct, Atanas?
Yes, but it gave us an idea, I think, that our developers will like. So, yes, we currently, you have to use and attach a document right now to an agenda item, but having like links is something that we're going to consider and probably let you know in the next webinar on how we're going to do that. Oh, Stephanie would like hyperlinks as well. I think
That's
that would be pretty cool. Thank you, Ty. That's an awesome idea.
That is an awesome idea.
Yeah.
And
okay, the next one from Ty. Is it better to upload a video link of the minutes or just the audio? Video upload seems to take forever or doesn't upload. So we usually suggest videos, but if your internet is slow, I would prefer to tell you that it's better for you to upload an audio file. So the video is very nice due to the public page. In ClerkMinutes, you have a link, a button where you click public page. When you click on that page, you can take the URL from the page. So you can basically take the whole page and just push it onto your website or onto a Facebook group or anything like that. So when adding it there, people will be able to access the video from that public page, the minutes, the agenda, and the file. So everything from that public page. So I always suggest doing video, but based on your internet connection, an audio file is also very nice to do.
all right. Let's see, did we have another question pop up?
Oh, Stephanie, if you're doing Zoom, and thank you, Ty. I always get.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah, I thank you. So, Stephanie, if you're doing Zoom, I think Zoom allows you to download the video and you can re-upload it again. We have YouTube links, but we're thinking of adding Zoom links as well.
Yeah. So you should be able to use the download button on your Zoom actual account. For me, I just go into the back end on the website, like the zoom.us, where I log into my account. It has all my recordings and I download them from there. Oh, you're trying to find out the best way to video.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, sometimes it takes some troubleshooting to figure out the best way, what works for your meetings, especially with the audio part. I know that can be a pain.
I did work as a journalist for some time. And I never figured out cameras and stuff like that.
See, I'm good with the cameras. The audio stuff is harder for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know they have, Stephanie, you said any suggestions for audio? I know that they have audio recorders now. I'm not sure how you have your system set up, but I know that they have some that are Bluetooth capable, so you could just have them transfer it over to your computer. So it's Bluetooth capable audio. And then there's also, I don't know how many people are speaking or if you have microphones, how that works. But anybody who's speaking a lot, I know they have the clip-on Bluetooth microphones that can connect to your computer or device.
Yeah.
Larry, I don't think he's here, from Forestville, he uses something called, is it the OWL?
Yes, something like the OWL.
Let me see. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, it's OWL Labs. And I'll send you a link to their website. I feel like I promote them a lot, but Larry's got a lot of good luck with them.
Yeah, we don't know anyone there, but we would love to meet some of them.
He uses the 360 OWL. I think it's the OWL 3. It's kind of pricey, but his video recordings are really good. I was trying to find a link for it.
Well, I have an idea for Stephanie.
Yeah.
You can use Zoom to record everything, but don't attach everyone on Zoom. But the microphones won't pick it up.
She said that they had the OWL and it didn't work.
Yeah, the microphone, because Stephanie is like they are in a big, very big room, so there's a lot of echo and stuff like that. So I think that
Mhm.
might, yeah.
I'll look into it, Stephanie, and I'll see if I can find a way to help you with that. Maybe when I'm chatting with people, I can see how they record their meetings since the owl didn't work for you. I think some kind of microphone Bluetooth system though, like where it feeds into your computer, might help. But it would just all have to go into the same audio file, I guess. I don't know if there's a way to feed that into the Zoom recording, or I don't know. Let me look into it. Do we have any other questions?
Maybe a joke for us this time.
Yeah, does anybody else have a joke? I'm going to go ahead and pull up our contact information. This is if you have any questions. Sales-wise, you can contact me. I have my email in there. General questions about ClerkMinutes, like what we're answering with Stephanie. You can use the ClerkMinutes@HeyGov.com. If you have issues with your agenda, any bugs, something's not working right. Right now, contact support at HeyGov.com. We're working on getting a support email up for just ClerkMinutes, but this is what we have as of right now.
Ty just popped in an answer, a question. Any plans? Oh, why don't I just pull it up? Any plans to have the transcripts download in a more reader-friendly format? Currently, it's impossible for us to do so. We have ideas on how to do it. We want to do it, but it's proving to be a technical impossibility at the moment. The reason behind that is that the AI needs to look at how machine learning works. It works in
It has to have the line items separately, like the name with the text. So
it has to have cells,
yeah.
like in order to recognize each part and each word based on that particular cell. So currently we want to be able to provide a more friendly, like basically a Word document for the transcript, but currently there's no way to do that.
Yeah. And AI is always changing, so there's a chance, like in the near future, that could completely change, and we could have an easy way to do that. As of right now, we don't. The only way I could even think of is us having two separate download fields, and one's just kind of a view only thing. But I'm not sure how complicated that is for our side.
We had a silly idea about that. I don't know. It sounds like a mad scientist. So if you want, I can share it. Basically, we thought of sending the transcript to the AI to understand the minutes, but also sending the transcript to the AI as it is and telling the AI to transcribe it in a separate document. So basically, it does double the work, but instead of taking one as cells, it takes that one and copies it and does it as a Word document. I know we're going to try stuff, see how it works.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah,
Stephanie,
we'll
I want to know what you heard.
Sheep.
You
Okay.
heard sheep? Where you're at? Is it a joke?
Oh yeah, she heard sheep.
Oh.
I was going to explain what I heard here. And I understood the joke. Yes, Stephanie, you and I, we connect.
Ezra likes it.
Yeah. That was awesome. I loved it.
Oh yeah, Stephanie. I tried the what are those things called? What are the things called you told me to try? I'm blanking.
Yeah, bears.
The bears, the I can't remember their names, the cinnamon chocolatey ones. They are so interesting. Like, they're very addictive. My fiance did not like them. I liked them. I finished almost a whole bag by myself in a week. They're big bags of Thomas. They're like this big.
No.
I still have another bag of them. They're so fun to eat. It's such like two different textures. It's like a hard chocolate outside kind of, and then like a cinnamon gummy on the inside. It is so it's so fun to eat though. I meant to send you a review and I forgot to. It's been crazy the past few weeks, but I did try them and I do like them. They're just very addictive, so I have to watch how much I eat them. But anybody who needs to drop off, feel free. We're here if anybody needs questions for a few more minutes.
I was going to ask you, Megan, do you have Ryan Trahan's sweets in Alabama?
I haven't tried them yet. I want to. I haven't tried them yet. I've watched, like he advertises them in all his videos. Are you able to order them there?
Nah, man.
I need to ship you some. I'll buy some for myself and then can I ship food to you?
It's more for Elena than me, my girlfriend.
I'll ship them to you guys.
That's awesome.
And Stephanie, that would be awesome. Like, just awesome. Let me know if you really want to. I can get you an address. I can send you some money.
This is the start of the
great candy trade.
The great candy trade, or the great candy secret society.
Yeah, the great candy secret society. But yeah, thank you all for attending, and whoever's still in here listening to us just talk. You'll be at your conference in a month with 17,000 women all grabbing those bags. I bet. I wish I could come. They didn't not allowed to go to that conference, I guess. Went in our docket. But yeah, I would love to try some really good ones. I need to. And I need to get Atanis and Elena some. Right. What are they called?
Sour patches, something like that.
Sour, something. They look really good, and they're supposed to be like all natural.
I lost you again.
My dog started barking.
Oh, hey doggo. Oh, mean brownie. We have those. We have something like that.
He hates hearing the garbage truck. When he hears the garbage truck, it's just, or I think that's what it might be, a construction truck outside actually, because I think our garbage don't run till tomorrow. So it's probably construction.
He's not a truck guy.
Yeah. A mint brownie. I bet they do have the best brownies.
Told you. Start of this Candy Secret Society.
The Candy Secret Society. But if nobody else has any questions, I guess we'll hop off here. And Stephanie, it was great talking to you again. You're always so much fun. And thanks, Ty. I don't know if you're still in here for the great questions. We appreciate everybody. And again, happy April Fool's Day, Easter Monday, whatever you're celebrating. All right. Bye, guys.
Happy one. Bye, guys.